Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, very excited to have Preet with me. He's from Adelaide and he is first time test taker for NAATI CCL Gujarati in the very first batch and has scored 74 on 90 in the very first go. Congratulations, Preet. Very well done.
Thank you very much, Varun. Thanks for uh, helping me out.
Preet,
And
you were in the very first batch. NAATI just started NAATI CCL test in Gujarati. I understand it can be a bit, it feels a bit nervous. It can be scary to see what happens. You're not really sure, and this test matters a lot. It impacts a lot when it comes to your future. What do you think is the most important factor when it comes to NAATI CCL Gujarati test, which a student needs to take care in order to get a score like you have?
uh, I would say it was a very new experience for me, having sitting in the very first batch of NAATI CCL Gujarati. And uh, like the most important thing I would say for future aspirants who are taking NAATI CCL Gujarati would be to focus on message. I would say focus on message and fluency as well. I would not say to translate each and every particular word into Gujarati, but if your message are not distorted from the main context of it, as far as you are delivering a good context and
Mm,
in a very fluent way,
mm.
you should be.
That's right. That's right. So it's not about translating each and every word. It's more about understanding the message, understanding the gist, and conveying that message from one speaker to another in your own words. So message is the key thing, right?
Right, right, exactly.
That's one of the thing or mistake a lot of students make is they try to translate each and every word. And when you try to translate each and every word, it won't really make sense. You have to speak it in such a way, use such sentences which do make grammatical sense and are logical as well. Preet, you have taken a number of mock tests. I know how important are mock tests when it comes to the test.
Yes, those are very crucial for your preparation. As long as they give you a very confidence how you're gonna perform in the exam. And
Mm,
I myself, I was working somewhere during that period, and I missed a couple of mocks, and I
mm,
lost my confidence in between, and I I decided to start appearing for mocks as much as I can, and I think in the last couple of weeks I took around 4 to 5 mocks, which
mm,
really boosted my confidence back again. So that was a I would say to aspirants who are taking who are appearing from NAATI CCL in coming batches that please be seated in mocks and give as much mocks as you can because it really gives you a gist how would the exam environment would be like. And when you are practicing in a class, you are practicing single sentences, but when you are doing a whole dialogue, you would understand how pressure can go from
mm.
each sentences to another sentence. So
Correct.
that would really give you a wholesome experience when you appear for mock exams.
That's 100% correct. That's so true, man. Whenever you practice in the class, you just practice one segment, you discuss it, you move on to the next segment. You have students around you who will tell you the answers. But when it comes to the mock test, it's just your game. You have to play and you have to do each and everything. And that is what you need to do in the real exam as well. And you have the same level of pressure when you sit for the mock test as you'll have in the exam. So you'll come to know what mistakes you actually make because when you practice, you don't really realize that yes, this is one mistake which I can make. So it's
Yeah,
very important that you take as many mock tests as Preet did so that you know what mistakes you're making, where you're lacking, is that your fluency, is that your vocab. And then once you take the mock test, take feedback from the tutor, see how to improve, work on it, and take another mock test. Very well said, Preet. Any final advice for students out there planning to go for the exam? Any tips would be highly appreciated, please.
yeah, sure. So I would say, uh, in a way, mock really helped me was like I didn't had a practice much of taking retakes and corrections.
Hmm.
So when you're practicing in class, you don't do that very often. So it's really important for you guys to take mocks and practice that a lot as well, and use those corrections and number of corrections which are allowed. Use those corrections wisely, and uh, one final advice would be to start preparing for this exam at least a month or a half or 1.5 months before you are appearing for the exam.
Correct.
Any time practices won't lead you to any achievable score of this exam. That's for sure.
That's
So
right.
practice very necessary.
That's right. That's right. Practice is very important, but along with that, your hard work is very important. Plus, hard work in the right direction, which mock test will provide you, is very, very important. Any final one thing which I would really like to know, Preet, being an online student, how was the app helpful? Because a lot of students struggle with the material and everything. How did you use the app, and how was it helpful?
So yeah, so when you start preparing for NAATI CCL, the first thing and a foremost thing you would need is a vocabulary. A good vocabulary is something that every student always be craving for. So I think NAATI CCL app was very good in content, and I used to use NAATI CCL app every night when I used to go to bed, and read at least 2 to 3 alphabets of
Mm,
vocabulary every day.
correct.
So yeah, that was really helpful for me.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Very important, guys. You need to have this level of dedication. You need to make sure you make practicing and going through the vocab your habit. Take a number of mock tests, attend the classes regularly, and take feedback from the mock test, improve on the same, and clear your exam in the very first go. Congratulations once again, and all the very best.
Thank you very much, Ram.
That's it from this video, guys. I'll see you very soon. If you are preparing for NAATI CCL test, just download the LACCL app from the App Store or Google Play Store today and start your NAATI preparation. You need to make sure you practice intensively, practice the vocab and dialogue, and clear your exam in the very first go. I'll see you very soon. Till then, take care and stay safe.